Hello folks, we're just gonna have a quick, very quick run. And what we're gonna do is, it's a funny homebrew. We're just gonna play one game. I want to test this out a bit during the next days. One thing I've noticed in historically, this deck would be much better in best of 3, but I just don't have that much time. I just want to relax 10 15 minutes with one game. We're gonna play this a bit in the next week, maybe in best of 3. What I noticed is that a lot of decks play the long-term value game. They pretend that they're not. They pretend that they're quick decks, they pretend that they're aggressive decks. But actually what they're really set up to do well is to grind and get a lot of value early in the game, to be efficient. And because of this, I think one thing that would be a good decision in the current meta maybe would be to have a good amount of efficiency and be able to go over the enemy's head. And if we are able to go over the enemy's head, we should be able to stay in the game and outvalue them. You see, this is, for example, a dream start, of course, for Is It Wizards? Or whatever it is, Spellslinger. But it is still, in theory, being game. And if we would have double white. And we don't have double white, so we're not in game, but we're probably going to die. But if we don't die this turn, 5 damage, 6-7 damage, it's probably going to be an activation, but then we're going to die definitely. Right, let's make it this quick, because that's going to be 3, 6, 8, 14, yeah. And already without the Dragon's Rage Channeler and the Mage. Right, so that was fast and fun. But you know, if you have a little bit better hand, we should be able to, and maybe we are on the start, we should be able to do a bit more of this. Maybe that's Wayne Hope, perhaps, but it's nevertheless a hope that I do have. I think we're actually, okay, we are gonna play one best of 3. After this, we're gonna give it a go to see how it plays out. We're okay, we start. Opponent is a Lurus deck, so there's something aggressive that's trying to grind. So far, so good, I would say. So far, so good. This way, any of our turn 3 plays are okay. We're comfortable with any of our turn 3 plays. Actually, okay, so this is it's a cheeky one. Opponent is playing auras against us, and I think we have one more turn, but we don't necessarily have to worry a lot. So here and get a Chandra, which is very nice. And we have our 5th land, we can... I mean, I think the nice thing would be to Divine Purge first, and then see what happens next. Divine Purge first, and then see what happens next. This is definitely Purge worthy. But we don't have double white. Of course, why did I think that we do? Why did I not play my white? Ooh. Not carefully to this deck, I guess. Well, we're gonna get a 2-2 blocker. A bit of a strange choice on my part not to play the white mana that I would need. Sorry everyone. Just started playing the deck, so punts will be quite frequent. We're almost at coma mana, but the problem is opponent is gonna have a very large flyer versus you. Storm Shadow Drake is a cheeky good card, sneaky good card, cheeky sneaky. Of course it was sort of obvious that it's gonna be good, but somehow people haven't really used it for a long time in used it for a long time in history. Oh well. Yeah, I think I'm okay with discarding some things. Maybe Chandra can go. Let's see what we get. We get another Chandra. Dude. Okay. And Omnath could gain us a bit of life. Death could just bounce the Drake. I like that. I think I'm just gonna bounce the Drake with Death. It's sort of good for us because
you show remorse, I'll show restraint.
We'll go after Death. They're gonna replay these kind of things. This is gonna win us a lot of time. We could make treasure. But I think forcing them to trade away maybe one of the dogs to get rid of Death is better. Right, opponent is deliberating about what to do, but because they have Arcane Flight, it's gonna be relatively easy for them to get rid of Death, sadly, and they're gonna say hi to my face with Shram as well. But I think in this position, ooh, that's actually, I like that. I think in this position, Divine Purge will be beautiful. Okay. Nani. Oh, yeah, you did it correctly, Turbo Boy. We are gonna block, we don't want to give a card to opponent, nor do we want them
I suppose that's how it was meant to happen.
Nor do we want to get rid of our own token. The token wouldn't come back to our hand. Okay, now we're gonna be in a perfect spot. That's really gonna come back to our hand. Not ideal, but not horrible either. So we're gonna purge and then taboo. Not much they can do about this because it exiles cards anything. So we get rid of pretty much everything they had on board. We're gonna have a 4/4 taboo. Decent blocker, and next turn we can start on the thing, and hopefully we draw some draw spells and ramp cards. These are cheaper features. They're gonna have to discard a bunch of stuff. They have way too many cards in hand. No, oh, it's a lot of that. What? Oh, those are in exile, of course. Those are in exile. So Divine Purge doesn't return them into their hand. They go into exile. Sure. Fair enough. Okay, so the Chandra wouldn't be horrible, but it's also not great because Page of Stealth was Savior and then swing back at Chandra. I mean, I think we have to Omnath and try to gain a bit of life. And we're gonna probably attack with the Kabu. We want more lands at this point, primarily. We're gonna attack with the Kabu because I mean, discarding things is pretty good at this point, I think. We do want to get rid of the kind of stuff that they could bring back easily and conveniently with Lurrus. Okay, they don't double block. I mean, they do have life gain enchantments, so they're not in a bad position by any stretch. I have to make use of the Chandra somehow, but I'm not sure yet what would be the best use for it. Maybe to try to leverage the mana it can give us, or to get a card on board with it. I might attack with my 2 dudes first, and then if they keep back the Drake or somehow double block the Omnath, they try to get rid of that, and they sack the Savior, then I won't be in a bad position. I can still bring Chandra and get rid of Tram or the Spirit Dancer. Although I never like to lose Creature and Chandra, right? Ooh, that's annoying. Yeah, this deck is rough, man. This deck is really rough. Neither of them has... the Drake has Vigilance. That's a little bit annoying and disconcerting. Okay, they have a lot of cards. They're gonna have to discard 1, 2, 3... a couple of cards, unless they can cast something. Some of these decks are not playing Parametra's Blessing, so they might be holding that up. Yeah, I think we're gonna keep the Otavara up. Difficult, right? It costs 4, it's quite expensive. So we're gonna plug this in our hand. I think we're gonna attack with both. I mean, we're gonna attack with the Kabu. We're gonna attack with the Kabu and keep exiling stuff from their hand, their graveyard. Okay, are they going to block? Are they going to block with the Drake? They are, and then they sacrifice the Savior? Do they? This is an interesting point in the game. No, they actually trade. Oh, and they're gonna keep the Savior. So even if I would bring Chandra now, and I avert to try to shoot something down, it wouldn't work, right? Huh. Interesting. Well, we'll just keep Otavara up in that case. And probably bounce the creature that's bigger and that's more threatening to my life total. Sure, that's fine. Cast as many of these as you want. I mean, we're a little bit light here on lands, which is not great for us. Well, not lands. Actually, that's not really a fair complaint. I think we drew a good amount of lands. Yeah, I just shouldn't be playing in best of 1 probably. Yeah, opponent has an idea of what's going on here, and they're trying to buff both of their creatures into range that they can kill us on their own, right? So if one of them, if both of them hit Braid, then it's just game over pretty much. And they still have almost 1/3 of their deck to go until they run out of cards. Sentinel's Eyes, yes, sure. Draw 2. Okay, so my big worry here is something that gives hexproof because I can't target them. I think also with abilities, and this would be channel would be an ability, so I wouldn't be able to get rid. Wow. They are going quite low in the cards. We're gonna have to discard a ton of stuff. Okay, so now they're gonna attack, naturally. Now we're gonna try to bounce the Spirit Dancer. Alright, that worked out. That's nice. I mean, it's not nice in the sense that we're on 2, but it's not horrible in the sense that if we would throw... If we would find something like a Crisis or something that could get us a little bit of life and block, we would be in a decent position actually. Yeah, opponent will have to discard like 5 cards to hand size. Of course they are at the point where they can Puddle Doors into their hand plate and get something back immediately, so yeah, it doesn't matter that much what exactly they get rid of. Right, so definitely we're gonna play this forest, get our more lives. That can't be bad. And we're at 8 mana. How annoying, how annoying. Well, we're probably gonna want to play the Chandra and get the 2 mana and play the Yorion. What's the idea? Don't have some kind of
let's do this.
Don't have removal. Okay, then Yorion will come.
Yup, you're going down.
Mana, Yorion comes out. And yeah, that's about it from us. Yorion is come from. Nothing that we would really want to bounce. And next turn we would want to leverage Chandra for card advantage and just try and stabilize from there. Ether Tunnel. Oh, can't be blocked. Okay, that is a good one. Obviously then, not much we can do. Ether Tunnel. How funny. Yep, that's a cute card. I mean, that's the fun it works, right? Alright, sure. Why did I take this even into best of 1? I don't know. Why not? It was a bit goofy, but it was fun. Right, so obviously this is something we have to try in best of 3. And we're gonna just have a look at what's gonna happen. I mean, this kind of decks need a lot of refinement. I'm running with a lot of funny ideas. It would be nice to copy Omnath. It would be nice to copy this and that. But at the same time, I do want to ramp into some bigger spreads. I don't know whether that's synergistic with Fable. Probably not. I don't know whether Iteration is really synergistic with the whole thing. Yeah, I mean at this point Nissa is still a bit premature. Yeah, we're just want to be able to start turn 3 with Iteration. Opponent is on Reanimator and Zombies. They're on Zombies. Wow, that's interesting. Really cool as well. Brandon Sky. Okay, Skylar, what are you up to? What are you up to? Yeah, zombies. They're everything up to death if there are zombies. This can come into our hand. Copies of these cards would be pretty good. But we don't really have white, right? So maybe to have all our sources, this would be nice. And we're just gonna play this out. And next turn we can Cobra, Stomping Ground, or Forest, and Tiki, or Kabu. Yeah. Didn't I want my white mana? I did. Oh. Okay, so we need to start stocking up. We need to start stocking up big way on Right. Bring this. We might have to jump here. We definitely have to jump here. This is not a good position we're in at the moment. when something big is coming out. Ah, they're milling more, and then they have another dire grab. That's gonna blow a lot and start hitting us like crazy. Wow, I love it. But this is so cool. They're pooping the zombies, forever poop, the wayward servant thinks this. I love this. I don't think this is a competitive deck, but neither is mine, and that's fine. So yeah, we're gonna risk here getting a hit because why not? We can gain some mana. Yeah, I think iteration is a bit too late for it. Message is not necessarily horrible, but not great either. So I guess the correct play is first with Cobra, and then we can go back up to 4 mana. What do we do with that? Not much. We can go up to 5, but even with that, there's not much we can do, right? We're just gonna die here. We're just gonna die here to the Colossus and all the little zombies they've pooped out. Yeah, I think so. I think so. The Kabu can come, but Kabu is just pretty much a vanilla 3/3 at this point. And we can bring the forest and get the mana and put Yorion in our hand, but that won't help us too much either. So I don't think we can survive the turn. Can we? But they can discard a card, create a zombie, ping us. What do they have? Why is it important for them to up 6 mana, 5/6 mana? Oh, they have some reanimation spell. Return to the rank. Why are they ping us to that? Cool. Machine gun. Very nice. It's good to see the good old zombies deck work. It's sort of cute. Right. I mean, here obviously a bit of life gain and taking out their small things. Keeping all the zombies. These things can help, and we don't need that much. Maybe we don't need that much ramp. Ramp would be nice, but we just don't really find consistent ramps so far, so, Yeah, Koma is a little bit slow. Kiki is a bit slow. Yeah, oh well. Let's just try things. Try a couple of things. This is just for fun, and it's just a bit of brewing, so it's not a competitive list by any means. We don't have green. Then again, we do have expressive iteration and resting peace. It's pretty nice. We could go Triome, great. That's scary. Pestle. So that's too scary as well. So we do want some more lands, right? Forest can come in our hand. Cobra can go back, and Whale can come. Whale. Next turn we can go a bit more out, depending on how big these champions grow. But this looks like a good aggro deck with multiple ways of winning. You can just come in and punch a lot this way, right? I mean, it's and a lot of power. Or it can just so what's best here? Emperoring something? Iterating again? Maybe I'll iterate again. I think I'm just gonna die to these things. These is very, very helpful at the moment. I mean, this would be helpful eventually, but not at the moment, that's for sure. As I said, also a little bit too late and too little. Yeah, and we can tile this, but if I want to cast it, I think I would be happier with a Kabu. Yeah, I mean, you can trade with something or just jump. It's not great, but the problem is I won't survive for next turn if I don't do that. Yeah, I think it's best to do the Kabu. Sorry, as it says many Germans. I think in that case we're dead. That's already 9 damage. If they can... Yeah, there you go. That's gonna be 11 then. Right. So creature strategies are strong and you would need more sweepers, right? 5 sweepers are just not enough, and they're a little bit slow as well. Or, I don't know, maybe I just do need... I certainly don't need Kiki and I certainly don't need the Cobras. I would need more early game interaction against creature decks. I think that's what we need. That seems to be what we need. Okay, I mean the land mix is not bad. This is not good hands though, dude. This is really weird hands with a lot of red lands suddenly. Red stuff. I don't draw any of my ramp spells. It's becoming frustrating. I literally don't get any of my ramp spells, and I've been playing quite a few turns by now. I've seen very few of them, so I don't know. Strange. There are all my ramp spells, dude. Why didn't I draw them? I have 10-12 of them in the deck. So I think it's a reasonable expectation that some of them could end up in my hand. Or I'm just gonna bring trouble and see whether my opponent removes it, or better you bring a threat, or what's their idea, how they want to play this. Solemn, sure, Black Ram. We're really gonna go on stuff and then try and pop off from there. We have a much better idea.
Power surges through these lands. The land shall conquer
We have
you.
a much better idea than that at the moment. Right, we can block, time. Blockity, draw card. We're not playing that because they might have some removal. Doros. Now it would be nice to draw Boseiju. Now it would be nice to get Boseiju. Now we don't get Boseiju. We don't have blue. We just don't have blue mana. How weird is that? Okay, I guess we're gonna cast a Kabu. And we're gonna reanimate land.
Behold, nature's true power.
Oh, just go in and try to beat them to death before they beat us to death. Let's do that. We're gonna discard this Yorion, it doesn't do anything for us. Yeah, just go. Sure. Nice. Okay. Opponent's a bit down. In life. Usually I have a good amount of blockers. Finally a bit of blue mana is coming, so next turn we can tap. They're gonna spin Golos, so that might be a biggie. Yep. Pretty convenient. Pretty convenient for my opponents. Yeah, these are really things that matter, right? Like whether or not you find cards that you need at the right time. Of course, consistency helps a lot. When I start playing these kind of Emperors, there's no consistency, right? You're trying out a lot of weird cards, and that's sort of one of the things fun to try them out.
The land fights for us.
Yeah, we don't consequently have a lot of blockers, even if they don't cards of these kind of things. I'd rather have them have a few cards.
We won't hide from the world any longer.
Yeah, I think that's true as well.
Let's take it back.
We don't want to take auto spin here. Of course, opponent has very comfortable Ubi mana. Ulamog does that as well, yeah. Ulamog can do it. So after this turn tap, I think this one's gone. So yeah, this is interesting about Historic as well. Not enough ramp, not enough to try and go big, but you also need a very, very good amount of consistency. Which is yes, right? Sure. Alright, this one's gone. We're not gonna beat Ulamog, it's gonna come in twice and we're gonna be dead. And they will be able to leave up blockers. So we don't want opponent to draw a lot of cards, we don't want opponent to have a lot of artifacts. Yeah, we might have to remove a couple of things. Cobra just isn't playing out very well so far, and neither is Kiki. Kiki is entirely irrelevant in this. So yeah, Cobra might be a bit too slow as well. Let's have a look. This is a bit like a pile of cards that used to be good 1-2 years ago in the Euro meta. Yeah, but don't really look great at the moment. Yeah, so this one is again a bit worrying, right? Not a power of land. Not a very good mix of lands. It's sad. We're gonna get rid of that. And they already have 2 cards of land. They also have to... Oh, they get through the... Oh, so they have another discard spell. Toasted number 2 is coming in. Or at least they have a Toasted for later. They're like, yeah, overmade. Which can be good. It's not the best card ever, but it can be good. Sure. Bond is very nice. Black and green are very powerful in Historic. Red is a bit less, yeah. Red is a little bit less. Okay, we can keep up the Emperor. It's a good card. She can do a good job. Flash in. Flash her in at the end of the turn. Make a blocker. Or attacker. Opponent's a bit stuck on mana, which is good news for us. And they're deliberating. Should they cast something? Should they sit back? I'm gonna have a bit of wasabi crackers meanwhile. Some nice, delicious Japanese wasabi samba. Opponent is very, very, very thoughtful. Well, sunken in his throat. Meditating. They either have a lot of opportunities or they have no opportunities. strange. I mean, they have seen a lot of cards. I understand that they're a bit salty. They did draw 3 lands out of so many cards. Oh, they haven't. They drew lands. We're gonna play the Emperor out.
I'm not overconfident. You're just underwhelming.
I think they would have gone after Tap anyway, because, I mean, Tap is the big card advantage, right?
Let your blade do the talking. My prowess is unmatched by my peers. With thoughtfulness before
First
action.
is not bad against artifacts.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
Nice, Narcissus box there after MTG Arena. Ah, walnuts are amazing. Invoke is there. Let's get this big bastard. We're gonna keep Narcissus. He's gonna throw us a card. He's gonna deny our opponent's card advantage, so.
Meditate. Prepare.
Perfectly happy with her. For the moment.
Hey, over here.
We're gonna add
Today's
some
my
mana,
lucky day.
put Yorion in our hands, we can bounce Narcissus. Yep. I'm gonna get your card there, buddy. Let's just not. Ooh, what is that? 6 mana. Is it Ugin? I don't know. Might be good old 6 mana Ugin from War of the Sparks. Opponent is not sure about it.
I shall
Picks
miss
up
your
Narcissus.
company.
Fair enough. Gains a lot of life in the process. Mars is a brutal card. Okay, so what do we do here? I mean, we could attack with the dragon. Thing with Chandra. Maybe let's go first Chandra and just see what we
This'll
get.
be easy.
I mean, casting, yeah, that's pretty easy. We're just gonna cast.
Through this land, we are all connected.
It would be a bit silly not to, right? Would be a bit silly not to, and we're
Rise,
just
my
gonna
elemental friend.
get in with the lamb and keep up the growth fire. Our opponent doesn't really know about it, so. Nice, it was very, very useful against them. It denied on like 3 cards or 4 cards. The meat hoop massacre. We're just going to throw a card in that land. We don't get this. Whatever. The meat hoop massacre. Very annoying. Very
This'll be
annoying.
easy.
Another new stuff. That's very annoying as well. That has never happened before. So we could go up to 5 mana. Yorion. Is it good for us for anything? Not really. Oof. Pretty poopy draw. I think we're just gonna attack with this.
Harness
and
the
that's about it.
elements.
Yeah, we just need to try and kill the opponent. They have to deal with creatures and they also have to deal with 2 planeswalkers. So unless they have big Ugin, I don't think we are in very, very big danger. And even then we might be able to come back. Ulamog. Ulamog is a tough one to deal with.
Whatever.
But even
Figure it
Ulamog
out on
we
your own.
can bounce. Even Ulamog we can actually find a way. This is perfect. We could exile Ulamog as well, and exile their enchantments as well. I like that as well. I just exiling everything. But why not touch it with that? We only have to have another round for the death immediately.
Right on schedule. Reverse.
And they're gonna be on 1 life as well. Yep. Okay. You can deal with Ulamog. There are multiple ways to do it, so we're not, you know, that vulnerable to it. But it is a tough card to deal with for most decks, this one included. I mean, what can you do, right? It's a Tiffy Taffy. Tiffy Taffy creature. Tiffy Taffy, Hardy Taffy creature. Okay, folks. So, let's see what's going on here. 3 lands. We do get a little bit of ramp. I'm gonna give it a go. Why not? You know, cast the biome, cast the cave, cast the floor. Very far from this, very far from this, very far from this, very far from this. Moderately far from that as well. Wow, 3 lands. And these draws are a bit insane, right? We're just gonna have to iterate, and we're gonna put this in our hand, put this on the bottom, cast this, and then we have at least a hope of some point going up to 6. But despite trying to ramp, they're not doing well. But we're gonna exert a good amount of pressure from next turn on, though. We're gonna start bringing in the planeswalkers. I think we're gonna go with the chat, draw card,
I'm no pressure. So keep up the pace.
Keep up the pace. Sorry, not the pressure. Pace. Sorry to Fairy. We're gonna keep up the pace, mate. We have now enough land. That is a bit disconcerting and devastating.
Stop that!
Somewhat devastating. Draw a card.
No time for a break.
That's not too bad. Ventress, Chandra.
What? My hair is on fire? I know.
The opponent, get rid of their creature. Get rid of their creature. I don't think we'll be able to
Play with fire, you're gonna get burned.
pressure my god, these cheesy lines were both. Play with fire, you're gonna get burned. Oh my god. The people who came up with these things exclusively read Pulp Fiction. Like really bad quality writing. Their idea of good dialogue is someone who is like very flippant, arrogant, and condescending in making condescending arrogant jokes
I don't need this.
while in danger. So funny. Good spell though. Man, I've encountered that spell for I don't know how many times. Ah, this is not to say, dude. So that was a mistake. That was a mistake, fella. Alright, we're just gonna attack with cave. But you should have wrote out the lair of the Hydra. That would have been the correct play, and then refill the hand next turn with like with traces. That Toad Distortion and Invoke Despair were both very good. Alright. No. Bring the lair. Destroy. Decolos. An artifact. So we can go. They're at Ulamog mana. I think they have the Ulamog. I'm pretty sure they have the Ulamog. They're at smoke mana. Damn it, I looked at so many cards. They got more cards than we did. Despite our variants, passive iteration, and all the other stuff we have. Ramping and drawing, ramping and drawing. Yeah, interesting and consistent this build of mono black.
You fight for me now.
Well, this comes, as usual, super duper late. We're just gonna go here for 6/6. A couple of cards, gain a little bit of life. Cast the Triome. Sure, nothing useful. I need Farewell or March. Farewell or March. Holy. No? Nothing.
Blood for knowledge. A fair trade.
Blood for knowledge, a fair trade. Yes. Depends on how much blood, how much knowledge, what kind. You know, sorry. Be more careful with your judgments, mate. Wow. Neat. Neat. Gaining a ton of life. Pretty cool. And I can remove Sorin with Dragon. And I can bounce the knight. I think that's okay. So we want to make sure this can be activated. And we still have 4 mana, right? So we can still Kavu.
Darkness, I return.
So I think we want Spyro. Want to live. We want to. Well. We want to. Obviously, we don't have like 14 mana cost cards, but it's okay, we're thinning our deck. We are doing okay with cards, but like lands, we are on 12. 1/3 of our lands. It's reasonable. We can still survive on them. We can still bounce it and make it more expensive. At some point we have to draw some more Planeswalkers, although we had quite a lot, but they got rid of with the with distortion. Right, what's the idea? Very, very, very freaking annoying. Farewell. Can I clean the board or not? I guess I will. I will. Bye bye. I don't know. Just Campus here. And Omnath is so little, so late, mate. Nah, we need Planeswalkers. Way too late for Omnath. Way too late for Omnath. Yeah, I was sure that they already had Lamog. They were just saving it. They didn't want to cast it into Farewell. That would make sense, of course. I don't know. Alright, we need some jump blockers, so we're gonna bring these two jump blockers. So even if they have some removal, we have some We stand a chance. Now we're gonna cut. So where was the next thing? The next thing was we just got rid of Omnath, Cinder Vines, but that wouldn't have been very helpful. I don't know, I guess Cabo could go, or maybe the Yorium, because Cabo can help me to at least loot. Cabo can help me to loot, so that's not too bad. What do we have, opponent? We're sitting again on something. Mastermind's acquisition, cool. Yeah, Mono Black Ramp is looking better and better, and I think Baneful Bond made it even stronger than it has been. Recently it made a big comeback, and this is probably the 8th or 9th time I'm playing against it. There we go. That's a very cool way to kill someone. I like Torment of Hellfire. Okay, so this deck this isn't working in this iteration, that's for sure. That's for sure. But it's just fun to see Omnath a bit, even if he didn't make much of a showing. Well, I think we might not be trying too much more of this. It's gonna be more... Yeah, probably. So what has done recently well for me has been the Scorioak combo, the Ninjas, Abzan Humans has been pretty good, the Coco and the Inquisitor Captain. Rakdos Death Shadow has been pretty good, Impest of One, Indomitable Creativity, and Late for Dinner has been good. So, yeah, that's about it. And with that, we're gonna say bye for today. Thank you for joining in, and have a lovely evening.